What is the single most hated task in any small business? Doing repetitive work and losing time, money, and energy on these tasks. One of those tasks is creating invoices and chasing down those invoices, especially the unpaid ones. It's awkward, it's time consuming, and it's a drain on your energy. What if you could build an AI system to do it for you? I'm not talking about a simple chatbot. I'm talking about a team of autonomous AI agents with specific roles. A planner who, with a single click, records the client's data to process an invoice and sends out an email as well. An observer who constantly watches your books for overdue systems or overdue payments. A planner, again, who decides the right time and tone to remind a client. Now, there's one more, an executor who writes and sends the perfectly crafted follow-up email from a gentle nudge to an urgent demand. Today, we are going to see the system working, agents collaborating, and based on the discussions among themselves, it's making decisions, taking real-world actions using Microsoft Origin framework. This isn't just a concept. This is the future of business automation. Before we dive into the code, let's look at the blueprint. Our system has two main workflows. Number one, the invoice creation workflow. This is straightforward. A user proxy agent takes a request from a simple web app, and a planner agent uses two tools. One to create a PDF and another one to log it in our Airtable database. Now, the second workflow, invoice reminder workflow. This is where it gets interesting. This is a true multi-agent team. It all starts with the observer agent. Its only job is to constantly watch our Airtable database using a special tool to find invoices that are past the due dates. When it finds one, it passes the details to the planner agent. The planner is the strategist. It looks at how overdue the invoice is and uses a planned email strategy tool to decide on the right tone. Should it be a soft reminder, a firm one, or an urgent demand? Finally, the planner hands this decision to the execution agent. This agent is the closer, and it takes the strategy and uses one of the three different tools to send the perfectly toned email to the client. This separation of duties is the core of Agentic AI. Each agent is an expert at its one specific job, and they collaborate to achieve a complex goal. For those new to the channel, I'm Nitin Keshori. My team and I at UH are focusing on guiding businesses and individuals to turn the chaos of AI into a wave of clear and profitable opportunities. Look at the code that makes this happen. We have two main files, app and tools. First, let's look at the tools file. Okay, now think of this file as our AI's utility belt. It contains all the real world skills we give them. We have our main functions. The first one is the create invoice PDF. You see this one, and then there's another one which is log invoice to Airtable functions. I'll show you another one. So this one is the log invoice to Airtable. The main purpose of these two functions is used by the planner to create the PDF and also log that information into the Airtable. Now, there are other powerful tools that are given to email agents, and the first one is called check overdue invoices from Airtable. So here is the one, check overdue invoices from Airtable. This is the observers tool. It connects to Airtable, fetches all the records, calculates which ones are overdue based on today's date, and returns a clear list of who to contact. Next, the planner tool. That's called the planned email strategy. This one here.
So what it does is it plans the email strategy based on how many days are overdue, right? And this function is the brain of our strategy. It's a simple but powerful piece of logic. If an invoice is 7 days overdue or less, it returns soft reminder. If it's between 8 and 14 days, it returns firm reminder. Anything more, it's urgent. That's how we give our AI decision-making capabilities. Finally, we have the executors tool, send soft reminder email. And similarly, we have send firm reminder email and send urgent reminder email. So basically this is where it crafts the email and it tells that it uses a very soft language and it talks about how many days are the invoices overdue. These three functions are similar, but each has different email template ranging from friendly to gentle to firm and demanding, right? This allows our execution agent to have a nuanced approach to communication. Now let's look at this app. Now the first one is this piece, which where we are doing is we're importing all the tools that we created into this application so that these are available for our agents to use. Here is the application's main workflow that happens where we assemble the team. We start by defining each agent, and let's talk about this observers agent. Oh, sorry, before we go to the observers agent, we have the config list. This is where we actually tells the agent which model to use. You can use any other model. You can use Claude, you can use Gemini, whichever you have the API keys for. For now, I'm using this OpenAI's API key, and I'm using that one. So let's go to the next one. So this is where the observer agent, the whole planning is done. The observer agent is there, and what it does is look at the message. So it says it's a literally plain English. We tell it you are the observer agent and your role is to check Airtable for overdue invoices. This is its entire job description. Now let's look at the planner agent. Here also we are telling the planner agent, look at this message, and what we are saying is same thing here. We instruct the planner to analyze how overdue the invoice is and use the plain email strategy function. It knows its role is to think, not to act. And finally, the execution agent. In the execution agent, we instruct the agent to receive the strategy and execute the correct send email function. It doesn't plan, it just does. So the final piece of puzzle is the email proxy user. This guy here, this email proxy user is the bridge between the AI's intentions and the real world. It's the agent that actually runs the Python code. The function map, if you see this function map here, the function map, this map is where we explicitly gave it permission to use the tools we define in tools. Okay, enough code. Let's see this team in action. Here's our app on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have the Airtable. Now we are going to generate an invoice for UH.ai. It captures the data into Airtable as well as it generates the invoice in a PDF format. Now and here is the 30-day term. If anytime today's date is more than 30 days or more than this date, then it's going to send the email reminder. And here is the setup for the email reminder. Since it's a light version of the UI, it gives you a very basic one. But then there is another button that you can enable where you can run email agents when you come in the morning or before you go in the evening, and you run all the due invoices. The agent will check and it will send all that email by itself. Now you can also schedule it maybe daily at 9 a.m. or every 6 hours or every Monday at 10 a.m. So you can do all that stuff. You can build more functionality into it. It looks very simple, but it has this whole UI looks very simple, but it has powerful mechanism and functionality built into it. Now here is this consulting. I just added consulting service. If you see, that's the description, and I'm charging say $4,000, and I'm gonna generate the invoice for the client UH info. And here on the right hand side, you see we don't have this data. It's only 2 records. Let's generate the invoice. Now the agents are collaborating right now. They're talking to each other, and they're trying to understand which agent to call, and then which tools to call, and then finally do the magic. Now you see on the right hand side, you see UH info comes up. It's charging. So this is the email that we entered here. This is the date it was entered, and then amount and the due date. Since we added due date as 30 here, 30 days. So this is the due date. It comes here, and then it creates the PDF also. If you see, the PDF is here. We can see the PDF right here. See, it says consulting service billed to UH, email is this, and then it's 4,000. Now it's gonna send all the invoices. If it's an overdue invoice, it's gonna send that piece also. Now I'm gonna show you this particular app. Now you see this UI is very simple. It doesn't have any bells and whistles. But if you see this one has a lot of functionality baked into it. It's built on software application, and you see it has emails which you can have as yes or no, or in progress. So you can have a beautiful dashboard created under. I mean, this application was built for some other reason. I just want to show you that we can build application on top of that, and then we can have a lot of functionality through this application also. And it's a very simple low code application to build on. The UI underneath whatever you want to check, and underneath whatever you want to add the functionality, you can add the similar functionality that we saw here and in our code.
So there you have it, a fully autonomous team of AI agents that cannot only generate invoices, but can intelligently and strategically follow up on them. We saw how breaking a complex problem down and assigning those roles to different agents allow us to build incredibly powerful and advanced automation. This is so much more than a simple script. It's a system that perceives its environment, make decisions, and take actions. The code for this entire project is linked in the description below. Take it, experiment with it, and think about what business process you could automate today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this build, hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, keep innovating and keep growing.